High above the arid lands of Arizona, mesas rises like sentinels against the horizon. Here, under a sky so vast it feels eternal, the Hopi people have lived for centuries, keepers of one of the world's oldest, unbroken traditions. In this silence, away from the noise of our modern world, an ancient prophecy has been carried forward, spoken in kivas, etched in stone, guarded in memory. It is known as the Gourd of Ashes prophecy. It is not simply a story. It is a warning, delivered with love for future generations, a message for us here, now, whether we choose to listen or to ignore. The Hopi say prophecies are not written to frighten. They are gifts. They are maps for navigating times of great change. And we are living in such a time. Hopi cosmology tells us humanity has walked through 4 great worlds. Each world represents an age of civilization, its rise, its moral path, and its ultimate collapse. The first world fell when humanity's pride and selfishness grew so great that the balance between people and the Creator shattered. The second world ended in ice and suffering as greed hardened hearts and froze the spirit. The third world was destroyed by a great flood, sent because people turned their backs on sacred ways, exploiting nature instead of honoring it. We now live in the fourth world, the final chance, the elders say, before humanity must decide whether to walk the path of balance or repeat the cycle of destruction. The lesson is clear. Each time humanity forgets its place in the web of life, the world corrects itself. But the correction is never gentle. Among the most haunting warnings in Hopi prophecy is this: a gourd full of ashes shall fall from the sky. It will burn the land and boil the rivers. No grass will grow for many seasons. For generations, it was mystery until the 20th century, when the world saw a mushroom cloud rise over Hiroshima, then another over Nagasaki. Elders recognized the gourd as the atomic bomb, a hollow container falling from above, spilling fire and ash. The prophecy's image was no longer metaphor. It was science, turned against life itself. The devastation of 1945 echoed through Hopi villages thousands of miles away. The bombs not only destroyed cities, they confirmed that humanity had entered the prophecy's most dangerous stage. The Gourd of Ashes had already fallen once. Could it happen again, on a far greater scale? Long before satellites, long before fiber optic cables, the Hopi etched their prophecies into stone. At a sacred place now called Prophecy Rock, symbols record the fate of the fourth world. They speak of snakes of iron, railroads stretching across the land, cobwebs in the sky, telegraph and telephone wires binding continents, roads in the sky, airplanes crisscrossing the heavens. Each symbol has meaning. The 2 lines carved side by side, one showing humanity walking a spiritual path, the other showing those who chose greed and materialism. The crossed circle, a warning that the material path leads to destruction. The figure of man without a head, a sign of the loss of spiritual vision. Hopi elders say the rock is not only history, it is a mirror. We can see where we stand upon it, if we dare to look. In 1948, deeply shaken by the atomic age, the Hopi convened in council and selected 4 messengers to bring their warning to the world. Among them was Thomas Banyakia, who would spend decades speaking at the United Nations, universities, and gatherings across the globe. They told of a crossroads humanity could choose: the way of greed, leading to spiritual death and eventual annihilation, or the way of balance, leading to a 5th world of peace. Banyakia described not only the prophecies, but the sacred covenant that Hopi hold. They are caretakers of the earth, bound to protect it until the end of the age. They do not claim this role for themselves alone. Rather, they see it as a responsibility we all share. Look around. We see the signs everywhere, the villages of stone that rise into the clouds, skyscrapers, the sea turning black, oil spills staining the oceans, the worldwide spiderweb, our internet, binding billions in invisible threads, and perhaps most chilling, the blue star that will appear in the heavens before the fourth world ends. Some elders say this refers to a supernova, others to a man-made satellite falling from orbit. But there is still choice. The prophecy says destruction is not inevitable, only if humanity refuses to change its course. Prophecy Rock shows two distinct paths. The upper path, technology without spirit, leading to chaos and an abrupt end. The lower path, a simpler, more harmonious way, continuing into the fifth world. The Hopi say the fifth world will not arrive for all people, only for those who choose to live in balance, who care for the earth and who remember the Creator's laws. One elder said, "We are the ones we have been waiting for." This is not a prophecy to wait for. It is a responsibility to act upon. If we live with respect for the earth, for each other, and for spirit, we may enter the fifth world. If not, the Gourd of Ashes may fall again, and with it, the final chapter of the fourth. This story is more than history. It is a mirror held up to our time. The Hopi have guarded it for centuries, not to hoard it, but to give it away in the moment it's needed most. If their words moved you, if you believe ancient voices still matter in shaping our future, I invite you to keep this wisdom alive. Like this video, subscribe to Mile High Vibes, and remember, prophecies are not chains, they are keys. It is we who decide how to use them.